So I'm hiking Havasu Falls today, and it's been a dream of mine for a long time to come down to the Grand Canyon and check out the waterfalls.
And there are many along the Havasu Trail. Mr. Unshakable and I were lucky enough to score permits in a lottery in January. We started our journey in mid-May with a one-night stay at a hotel along Route 66 in Arizona. We organized our backpacks for the 10-mile journey to the campground, then drove about an hour to the trailhead, where overflow parking extended far down the road. The trail is governed by the Havasu tribe, and they run a tight operation. Wristbands were required at all times. At the trailhead was our first glimpse of the Grand Canyon.
So we'll see how it goes. We've got our packs. We're going to camp down there. We've got everything we need in this backpack. So see you at the bottom.
The first mile was an extremely steep descent to the floor of the canyon. There was some exposure on the switchbacks, but the trail was wide enough to feel safe. Once at the bottom, the next 6 to 7 miles would be a gradual decline between canyon walls. We took lots of breaks and enjoyed beautiful sights. In time, we came to a sign directing us to Supai, the village where members of the Havasu tribe live. The scenery became filled with spring greenery. It was lovely, and it helped take our minds off our aching shoulders. We reached the village. We had strict instructions not to photograph the houses or the people, but we could interact with them. Once we passed through the village, we got our first glimpse of Havasu Falls, the most famous of the falls in the area. Then came our final downward hike to find our campsite. Most of the good ones were taken, but we managed to grab one that had a table and was near the water. We still had time to see the Mooney Falls, which was a short hike away from the campground. The climb down is treacherous. Give-and-take gloves helped us to hold on to the rocks and ladders, which were slippery from the fall's mist. But Mooney was breathtaking. We spent a half hour there before heading back up. Our first night was clear, and though the moon was nearly full, plenty of stars were visible, including the Big Dipper. Day 2 was Find the Falls Day, and we had a list. First, we went back for a closer view of the iconic Havasu Falls. It was nothing short of spectacular. Next up was 50-foot Falls, which was actually several falls. The water is 70 degrees year-round, so we got in. We hiked around to find Little Navajo Falls, which were anything but little. The hardest to find was Hidden Falls, aptly named. To get to it, we had to wade in chest-deep water and cross over some rocks in the stream. We got up very early on our third and final day, packing up before dawn. We wanted to beat the heat for the uphill hike back to the trailhead. We walked through the village, retracing our steps from 2 days before. We had noticed quite a bit of trash along the trail, so we brought along a grocery bag and filled it. We took many more breaks going up than we had going down. In fact, we were grateful when a team of mules or horses carrying packs to and from the trailhead would come by and we'd have to stop and get out of the way. As we got closer to the end, the trail got steeper. We watched the helicopter shuttles to and from the village land close to where we needed to go. The switchbacks were waiting for us. We took it slow, hiking from shady spot to shady spot and taking rests every 5 to 10 minutes. Eventually, we reached the top. Our total hike time out was 6 hours. What a relief it was to shed the backpacks at the car. Our next stop would be a place serving burgers and ice cream.